everyone, and welcome to Midnight Trail Rider. It's gone midnight. It's about half 12. My name's Treads. This is video number 1. I'm going to be showing you some trails and hopefully what it's like to ride at night. I don't know if any of you do it at night, but it's good fun. I'll talk about the reasons why as we go, I suppose. I'm going to be recording a track using View Ranger. Hopefully it's going to work. And we'll see if I stay upright. It's pretty muddy tonight. It's not raining. It's not frosty. So I'm all togged up. And yeah, I hope you enjoy the new channel. Let's start. See if we can resume this. Okay, let's make sure we're locked in place. So we are here. I don't know if you can see that, but we're like South Stanmore, near Beedon, in West Berkshire. I got my heated grips on. That's nice. So let's head off. You know, that is a perfect way to start. I could edit this out, but I'm not going to bother. What a great way to start. Start on a fail. That's great. So I'm riding a Honda CRF250L. It's pretty much stock, apart from the suspension. I've got the same exhaust because I like to be quiet at night, you know, stock exhaust. I know a lot of you mod the hell out of these, putting different exhausts on, but I think it's going to be too loud for me at night, and I don't think the power is really worth the money. I'd rather just change the gearing. I've got a 14 stock front and a 40 rear sprocket, which seems to help a bit. I do love this little piggy. It's heavy, but it's reliable. And that's what I want, because I ride an awful lot, and it's at night nearly all the time. I like the reliability. It's very slippy. So I'm not going to talk the whole way, because I actually find it pretty hard to concentrate and talk at the same time. Slipping all over the place. You will notice that I don't go terribly fast, because I don't want to fall off, especially because at night, if you fall off badly, paddle through that bit, yeah, you won't be found for a while. I'm sorry about the sniffing. I'm going to sniff quite a bit. Duck that. Crunch. I have a face mask on, so I'll probably sound a bit muffled as well. Yeah, there's a few reasons why I do ride at night, and that's because of slippy routes. Because there's no one around. There's no walkers, no horses. If I was to go during the day around near where I live, which is Lambourne, there's always horses out, and I just find it nicer to be able to ride along without having to stop all the time. Because you know, in the day you see a horse, I always stop and turn off the engine, because they're generally race horses. Sniff. And yeah, racehorses aren't always that good around motorbikes. there's always a bit of wildlife around. Am I going to paddle this? So whenever I come along this route, I generally nearly fall off a lot of the time. Let's hope I don't fall off today. And I never know whether to stay in the go down the ruts, 'cause some of them are like so narrow that you can wedge your engine in them. I think that's the A34 there. Don't know if you can see the lights of the trucks. There's a big truck coming along. Yeah. Yeah, so I don't cane it along. It's really slippy. This is one of the worst bits of this route. Yeah, one thing about this bike is, and I have dropped it before, obviously as everyone has who goes off-road. I might get down the hole. Ready? Clunk. Shit. It was a really steep one. That's where a 4x4 sat there and wheel spun for about a day. I'm gonna have to watch that. Ow! I hurt my finger. Good gloves. Sorry about the puffing and panting. And mud flying off the tyres. This bike's a bugger to pick up. It's hard because it's heavy, especially if you fall down. And, you know, the wheels are up higher than the seat, and you're trying to lift it up out in a muddy trench. So yeah, I'm going to be sharing some routes, showing some experiences, and reviewing equipment that I use, that I wear, and reviewing things that I've done to my bike that I feel make it better. I won't be reviewing anything today. I'm just going to be taking you on a nice little trip in the middle of the night. Down these byways. We're so blessed, or I'm so blessed in this area to have so many of them. I used to live in Buckinghamshire and there weren't very many at all, and I moved here and I just saw, I kept seeing these trail bikes turning up in my village and stopping at the coffee shop, and nearly all of them KTMs. And I've been riding bikes since I was teeny. I had an Ital Jet 50 when I was about 7, I think. It scared the hell out of me, that thing. So fast. I'm now 47, so yeah, there's some. I've been riding. I think I've had about a year off. Is this where I turn off? I think it is. In all that time, so I've been riding a long while. Yeah, this is it. Done track days. But I've only been doing this for a year and a half. So anyway, yeah, I saw these guys and I said, you know, what's the crack? What's going on? Why are there so many these bikes? He said, well, there's a lot of byways around here, the guy I spoke to. And, sure enough, when I looked online, I thought, holy moly. So I did the Ridgeway in Bucks near Prince of Risborough on my 1000cc V-Strom on road tyres, and it was not a good experience. I've got some videos somewhere of it, and I thought I've got to get a bike, and the CRF was the right size. It was definitely the right price, and it's reliable, you know, because I ride so much. I've done 9,000 years. I've done 9,000 miles in a year and a half on this, so. That's quite a lot of riding. And a KTM or something of that ilk was just, you know, the service intervals were just too close. So yeah, I own a few bikes, and the Suzuki DR1000 V-Strom I've had since about 2002 or something like that. Maybe about 2004, I don't know. Anyway, I've got a 1997 Suzuki TL1000S. It was just plodding along, there's no need to rush. That I've had since 1997. And that's the one I've done track days on. I actually took the V-Strom on a track day once, which is hilarious. That was actually on a course bike. Was it Kent Fire Brigade? Something like that. We went to Brands Hatch, and I went round, you know, we had about an hour, and I got bitten by the bug. I thought, I have to do this on my TL1000S. So yeah, I'm a member of the, been a member of TL Zone, TL Planet, and the first kind of forums for bikes that I was on before there was Facebook. And then I obviously Facebook and bought this, and I'm now a member of the CRF Owners UK, well, CRF 250 Owners Clubs on Facebook. So we're now going to head towards West Ilsley. So this must be East Ilsley, is it? I don't know, East, West, one of the two. There's two Illsleys. I'm in one of them, I'm heading to another one. So you go left here, otherwise you go round and round in circles forever. So if you're on any of those forums, give us a shout. A little bit of road here. There's a byway just there, can't really see. But that's not the one I'm going to be taking. I've got muddy tyres, so I can take it easy. Yeah, I just love riding, and This is so much fun riding these byways. The first time I did it, I thought this is so much fun. I can't believe it's legal. There's a rabbit. I might see some deer tonight, or an owl. Normally see something. Yeah, if you've got a bike, or if you're interested in doing this sort of thing, just get out and do it before these byways get eaten up and turned into restricted byways and downgraded to bridleways. Because the councils just don't seem to like them very much. They'll do anything they can. There we go. There's a big old puddle. Sploosh! They'll do anything they can to get rid of them and shut them. And there's so many lobbies trying to close them as well. All the horse federations and ramblers federations. They don't seem to like sharing the outside space with the people on powered vehicles. Don't know why. I mean, they've literally got thousands and thousands of byways. I'm going to have to turn my heated twist grips off because now that I'm moving around, it's got really hot. Well, view range has done its normal thing of turning itself off. It's still going on in the background, but I don't need it because I know where I'm going. Hopefully it will still record the track. I'll upload it somehow. Yeah, they've got thousands and thousands. It's so nice down here. It's great in the summer. They've got thousands and thousands of miles of footpath and God knows what else, and yet they're like, oh, we're going to lobby to close that byway and close this byway and get that. I don't know why. So enjoy them while these byways are still open to you, because the way I see it, they're not all gonna, we're losing them, some of them every year. I'm a member of the Trail Riders Federation, and they do an awful lot to try and keep them open. They do a wonderful job. So joining them, membership fee helps. So yeah, I'm going really easy. I'm going so easy, I'm still sat down because I'm chatting. I get a moth in my face in a minute. So yeah, please get out and have some fun on these. The worst thing along this route is this trail is tree roots. You can just slide your front out super easy. So just beware. When it's really rained, this is quagmire. It's such a laugh coming out at night. I think it's like you feel like you own the place because nobody's around. Obviously, you don't own the place, but little bouncing field mouse. Wonder if I'm going to get attacked by any badgers. Actually, the worst things are pheasants. I've actually had one pheasant take out my front left indicator. One hit me right in the head once. I've had a buzzard drop a... I think, have I mentioned this? Probably. I've had a buzzard drop a branch on my head. That went with a clang. Obviously wasn't carrying it, and knocked it out of a tree. Don't know if it did it. It probably did it on purpose. It's like someone's deliberately made them more. It's still really hot. Turn it right off. Oh, is that hawthorn? I'm going to visor down, go through that. Visor back up. The one thing I did do was change the suspension on this. I got a Hagon rear shock and a Hyper Pro front progressive spring, and it really was like night and day riding it. So much better. Another byway, we go right here. There's a few restricted byways leading off of this one. Why they're restricted, I don't know. Some of them are ridiculously, you know, that you go down a byway and then it'll go a restricted byway. Look, public bridle path. Yeah, looks like a bridle path. Still hit a tree root at this speed. Barbed wire fence on the right, I don't like that. Clack. There's a rabbit in front of me. Go on, bugger off. Poor rabbit. Imagine being a rabbit and seeing me coming along. I'm like, it's the middle of the night, dude. What are you doing? Riding along here in the middle of the night. This is like my time. I'm the midnight trail rider, mate. I ride at midnight. Not always midnight, it's just, you know, it's better to say the midnight trail rider than sort of 9:30 trail rider. Or yeah, I did think maybe I'll call myself just night rider, and then I thought no, I can't, because then I'd have to wear like a leather jacket with tassels. Call myself David. So yeah, going to be doing some reviews soon. First one will be I'm going to be doing an unboxing. I've got a new bit of equipment for lighting up my way. It's a helmet mounted LED. So I'll be unboxing that and then checking it out. Because you can't, I like to be able to look left and right and I can't at the minute because it's dark. I looked at getting some small LED bars fixed to the front of this, but you still would have the problem of not being able to see round bends. Right, so I think we're heading towards Catmore Woods. Oh, that was slippy. This is slippy. Oh, get out of that rut. One thing you've got to be careful of if you're new to this, getting in and out of ruts. Getting out of them's worse than getting in them. Now this is obviously a bit more used by 4x4s. You can see some fresh tread. This is... Whoa! There we go. Front end gone. Managed to put it back. Yeah, because this bike's a bit heavier than your average trail bike, you got to watch it. Okay, through the middle. Oh, getting really muddy. Clung. Actually, wouldn't. Where are we? Yeah, also, if I have another light on my head, you'll be able to see a bit more in the video. Another byway. That's churned up. So this loops back round. If I came out, I could. That run off to my left there would have taken me back on the road to Beedon and Stanmore. Now the perfect loop. I need to go right here. But Jesus, this is a big pedal. This is a nice little track. Squelchy. So, with regards to the CRF250L that I'm riding, I think, you know, the amount of miles I've done on it, it's a great bike. The biggest drawback is its weight. You know, I don't think I don't necessarily need more power, but it would be nice to have something that didn't weigh quite as much. And that draws you into, you know, expensive territory. The likes of the KTMs and the Husqvarnas. Honda brought out the 450 CRF450, but with a that hasn't got a steel frame and weighs a lot less. I sat on one and I was like, oh my god, this is light. And then the guy in the shop told me the price, I just laughed. Like, how much? So what would be really cool is if Honda brought out, or somebody brought out a bike with the same sort of, you know, sloggy engine, reliable engine that this 250's got. You know, it's a heavy engine, but if they brought it out in a light frame, you know, that would be really cool. It's beautiful along here at night. And then, you know, if they did that, you wouldn't be having the same problem of the service intervals. You'd have a reliable engine. You wouldn't need lots of care. A lightweight frame. This is an interesting bit of byway. I'll take you down here. I think this is it. Let me just check. Byway. Please keep dogs on lead. Okay. I've got to watch the top of my lid. These trees. So yeah, as much as I'd love a KTM, I don't think I could live with the service intervals. I do ride a lot. Isn't it fun? I love riding these byways at night. Maybe time to duck. So yeah, this is why it's so interesting. What's the point in that? You know, it goes down here and then it says restricted byway. No motorised vehicles beyond this point. It's crazy because I've been down here for a walk, and if you carry on down there, it loops around and joins the byway we came up earlier on. Councils. I mean, I wonder what convinced them to restrict this bit of byway. It's so tempting. I know it's really cool down there, but I'm not going to, because yeah, you got to respect what is shut and what isn't. Any gear, as long as it's forwards. Lots of wheel spinning. Ooh. So guys and girls, hopefully my daughters will be out doing this one day. Yeah, whatever you're riding, get out on these byways, whether it be at night, day, in between, because they're here and they're to be enjoyed. And I've got the horrible feeling that, you know, the rate that they're closing, there's not going to be much left to ride soon. So I envy you people that live abroad and have vast swathes of land to ride and enjoy. We are pretty limited here in the UK. But it is what it is. I always do shoulder checks. You never know what's going to be carrying down here. A logging vehicle. So if you've enjoyed this little bimble, midnight bimble, and you want to see more reviews on the gear I wear, the mods I've done to this little bike, help a fellow biker out with his channel, like and subscribe. I'll try not to fall off too often. Okay, thanks, bye guys.